Page 38, Lean on Me. This is in 4/4 time. We're in the key of C major still, so we're using all the white keys. Make sure you can do the C major scale at least one octave up and down. I got a video on the scale. Do that. Let's take it one hand at a time and make sure we understand this. We're using a lot of the primary chords on the left hand. We'll cover that. Start with the right hand. Starting here. So 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's tied, so you can hold it down and then go on, measure 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's tied. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I'll connect this, and I'm using the thumb from 3 here. 3, 4. And you get a 2-beat rest to do all again. Let's go down to measure 14. You're here. Thumb down, just reach down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. During the rest, you come up. And that's tied. So again, measure 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Measure 18. 1, 2, 3. And then scratch up a little bit, fourth finger. Then reach up, third finger now. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, now that's not tied. You play both. 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Left hand. Well, we got the chords. We got the one chord. Again, and then the 4 chord. Same rhythm as the right hand, more or less. Measure 8. You got 1 beat rest to come down. I just reached down. It's an octave. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and then come up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here, just measure 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and then put the hands together here, and again we're just trying to get the hands to work together. Hesitate if you have to, that's fine. Both hands are tied. See all those curved lines all over everywhere? Every note is tied, then go on. And again, they're all tied. And measure 6. See, they're not playing the same notes here. Watch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you come up on 1 in the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then when you play the 8th note, the right hand comes up. So it's, again, measure 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Like so. So make sure you're lifting the hands up at the right times. You may think, what's the difference? It's not important. Yes, it is important. Because later on, when things get a little more involved, it pays off. So get into the habit of doing it now. Don't argue with me. I'm down to the last line. We're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 1. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, 2 beat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So you put the hands together and then go back through and get rid of the hesitation. So you can go slow, I don't care, but no hesitations. Then for the articulation, I don't agree with their articulation. I think you need to follow the words. Really, the rest usually tell you when to lift up. The left hand, you connect it as best you can, unless you have a staccato or something. So just connect this as best you can. All the way, connect this, and keep connecting. That's the staccato. Don't accent it. That tendency is we lift up, we accent it. Don't. Keep it just staccato. Careful. So you go through and put in the articulation, and then we'll put in the dynamics. The dynamics go to the melody. In this case, it's pretty much the right hand. Whatever you think moderately loud is, keep this left hand soft. All the way through. Then at the bottom of the page, on page 38, the last two measures, you're up loud. This can come up to about a moderately soft, moderately loud in the middle somewhere, but keep it under the right hand. And you're staying loud. Even this, that's on the soft side here. Until the very end, the last note is soft. Well, I'd do it soft anyway, because it's not melody, so it's got to be background. I want to hear this C all the time I'm doing that. I want to hear that note. As far as speed goes, there's all kinds of recordings of this. You go. I mean, it says steadily. That means nothing to me. Keep it a steady beat all the way through. And then the pedal. They say pedal optional. Well, isn't that delightful? You just gotta love it. First off, pedal is almost always optional. You learn it first without pedal, of course, so we know what the fingers and the hands are doing. And if we're going to use pedal, I want to know why we're using pedal. What's it for? Because there's specific reasons for it. So the previous video we did it for contrast, or to help hold notes down because we couldn't with the hands because we had to move around. Now here are a couple other reasons we can use pedal. At the beginning, we can use pedal to connect repeated notes. I have to play it again. I can't connect it on a piano. There's a little silence in there, so if I want to connect it, I got to use pedal to connect it. So I'll push the notes down first and then the pedal. And I'll lift the pedal up immediately after I play that C. Because its job is done. It connected it, and that's all I wanted it for. Now, I disagree with her marking here. When I use pedal only to connect repeated notes or repeated chords or something, I use a legato style pedaling, which I'm only pushing the pedal down long enough to connect what I want to connect, and then I lift the pedal up. It's here at the beginning. I don't push the pedal down immediately. Right before I play the beats, the notes in the next measure, I'll push it down and then lift it up right after I play them. All I'm doing is connecting them. Because if I push it down immediately, I get overtones. That changes the tone. This is, and this, they sound different, at least on an acoustic piano they do. I mean, if it's an electronic and you don't get the overtones, it doesn't matter. But on acoustic it does. So I'm only going to push it down long enough to change the notes. And then again, if I want to connect this, the F, I got to push it down long enough just to connect the notes. Again, going for measures 4 and 5. I want to connect the C's in the right hand, so I'm going to push the pedal down to help me. And again, here, I can connect this with the hand, so I don't need pedal there. If I couldn't, I'd use pedal there again. So I'm using pedal on all of these measures to connect repeated notes all the way through. So at the beginning, again, it's this way. Get to the last measure on page that you're allowed to hear. This is the more exciting part. Now I want overtones. Now I want all this additional color added in. And it's contrast to what I had at the beginning was fairly subdued, calm, now it's more exciting. So I'm going to use pedal to help provide some of that excitement. And it's overlapping. I'm changing it with the left hand. But I'm not pedaling. See, that blurs it up. I don't want to do that. So I'm not pedaling measure 20. But so that's how I'm pedaling it. Anywhere where I want to connect repeated notes, I'm pedaling it. Or for more excitement, overtones, I'm pedaling it. And even in the last measure on page 39, I'm connecting. I want to hear all the notes and I can't because I got to move the left hand. So I'm pedaling it there. So the last two beats, I get all that sound together. So there are different reasons for pedaling, and that's okay. I like to play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I will pedal it as I suggested. I'll give us 4 counts. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'm going to play both hands about the same. I want you to hear everything. Even if you just do one hand at a time, that's fine too. Let's try it out. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.